house was built by my husband's grandfather in the 80s to move closer to his mum who lived in the yellow house. Since we've all got kids, my husband's brother and ourselves, and then it's time now that we come up here and we like to use this house instead of going into the yellow house and disturbing my in-laws. So they get to just be there, come and go as they please. They don't have to hear the kids screaming all the time. So it really is a nice way to be. So as you can see, my little one here, what are you doing there? So the boys are playing, I'm getting them their porridge, and then we're gonna get on with our day. So when we're here in the north, we like to keep food easy. We usually just cook a meal in the evening. Now yesterday we went to Pincho's. I didn't really film so much because we had guests with us. But today I'm going to film what we eat. So this is what the kids are going to eat. Like I said, my husband and I are doing intermittent fasting. We're going to have a little celebration for my son's birthday. With some jam. So this is the cloudberry jam. It really is beautiful. It's called the Gold of the North. And then this is our basic lingonberry jam. This is almost like a cranberry jam. We have it with porridge and we have it with meat and sauces. So it really is very, very lovely. My mother-in-law makes them herself. So we pick the berries and make the jam. Now, pick one at a time, so it's a lot harder. So you will know if you look at the video. But this one, you have a scoop that is makes picking the lingonberry really a lot easier. So this one to buy in the shops really, really expensive. This one is not. So the kids are gonna have lingonberry. They like this one on their porridge, and so I'm gonna put this one away. And when we went out into town, we bought this princess cake. You can buy them frozen as well. It's in there. We're gonna have it for fika today. So as you can see here, we have a lot of meat. Moose meat, it was from 2018, but they freeze really well. They've got no fat in it, so it really holds a really, really long time. And this one is 1 or 2 kilos. And then this is pieces that you can make for curry or stew. They're really, really nice to have. So we've got a lot of meat that we get from my father-in-law while he's hunting. So that really is convenient. Also some moose meat that I've fried out. We're planning to have some tacos with it. So we're gonna use that for taco meat. I've just fried it out because it was defrosted in the fridge. So it needed to be fried up so it'll last longer. And now it was time for us to fry some cashew nuts. I bought the cashew nuts with me from Stockholm just because they're more expensive up here. This is a Sri Lankan recipe. It's deep fried cashew nuts with chili, salt and pepper. It really is a very, very popular dish in Sri Lanka, especially if you've gone to the beach and had a nice bath and you're having a cold beer and you want to have some munchies. This is what you would do. So you'd fry your cashew nuts, add them into a bowl, and then you add your chili, salt and pepper mix to it in the bowl like this, and then you just give everything a good toss. And the idea is that the leftover oil will absorb the spices, and the spices will coat the cashew nuts, and then you put them on a tray to dry. And then once they're cool, they start getting more crispy and you just enjoy it. So my husband and I love this, my parents-in-law as well. So we made a batch of it for us to eat. And as you can see, this is what the end result looks like. So I'm going to go for a walk now. We have a stretch right up there towards the church. I'm going to take you there. It's really, really nice. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law and myself, we all like to take long walks up here just to get some exercise. My brother-in-law runs. He's really good in shape. So I'm just going to take a walk. listen to some music, take it easy. My husband's at home with the kids, and I'm going to show you some of the scenery around here and enjoy a little bit of nature and get some exercise done so I can have some princess cake later on in the evening. It's quite breezy today. I'm talking to you. I'm not sure the sound's going to be very good, but I really love coming here. This yellow house that I took some footage of is really, really beautiful. It's another house coming up as well. I like this house. It really looks so beautiful, set up against the view over there. Just so pretty. This is the town's church. You need to walk a little bit, but this is a church, and my husband's grandfather are buried here, and grandmother, great-grandmother, they're all buried here. And this is the church, and it's by the water there. You can see it really is a beautiful setting. And then of course there's a lot of people who've been buried here. People come to pay their respects, and we usually walk up here. I always go to the graves, just pay my respects when I'm here and make my way back home. So this is probably what I'm going to be doing every day for the next week or so, walking to the church and back just to get some exercise. And now's the time to get back. I think the people in charge of the church, the vicar, I don't know, they live there. It's quite a large house. And now it's time for me to make the walk back. So after my walk, I went on over to the second-hand store, the thrift store that's in town. They're open on a Wednesday during the summer months, that's July and August, and usually they're open only on Saturdays during the rest of the year. But I found this tea set. It was so darling. I was really thinking it would really, really work for this sort of modern cottage type vibe that everybody is doing these days in their interiors, or that's gaining popularity. It was an entire set. It was really pretty, sort of very English countryside looking design. I thought it was lovely. It was 350 crowns for the entire tea set. So that's just $35, and that was really, really inexpensive. I thought this was really interesting. I wasn't sure what you would put in there. I cannot think of a tea light that is that large and that deep. But it was a really sturdy piece. It was made from brass. It was really, really very, very nice. I like these sort of patinaed candle stands and these unusual pieces that you find usually at thrift stores. Now, this is really interesting. This thrift store used to be the town bank before, and this is the vault. That is why you see the doors and these sort of knobs and the holes that they go into. So we're going into the vault right now. As you can see, this is the second gate to the vault. So it's really interesting. They've converted it into the charity shop here in town. And then I just looked at a few pieces. These were all the electrical pieces. lamps and things that they had. I was on the hunt for a wooden or any type of salad bowl that caught my eye. Now, I did come here last week when we came on Sunday. They were open, but I found a bowl and I picked it up. But this one also was really, really pretty. It was a tea set with this sort of very simple gold design on the teacups. Unfortunately, they didn't have the entire set intact. There were just a couple of cups, and it was really pretty, but I wasn't sure it was worth getting. And then I went around the shop just looking at a few things that they had. They had this I thought was really nice. I have a few of them at home, but this was a substantial size and a really great working nozzle there. You could use it for any number of things. You could use it for drinks and just storing water, or even your liquid washing powder you could use for that as well. And then they had these two pieces that I thought were really interesting. I wasn't really sure what they were made for, but they were quite pretty and unusual. I usually like to look for unusual things at the thrift store. This was a whiskey glass. I have absolutely no idea. I've never seen anything like it before. I've actually got to ask my father-in-law. He probably knows what these are, because they are, he likes to drink whiskey. And they had 4 different colors I didn't pull out to see. So that was a yellow, red, and a brown, and a green. So it's really nice to have this charity shop or thrift store in our town, because it's got glassware and all sorts of different things. And when we were actually trying to equip the second house for when we stopped renting it out, or my in-laws stopped renting it out, and we needed, plates and cutlery, it was really nice to come here and be able to buy things secondhand, and then obviously help them in the process. Now, these plates were lovely. They had this sort of beige rim, very, very elegant. I liked them very much. And then I just looked at a few of the miscellaneous things. So it's not the best organized thrift store, but they have some organization. They've got some kitchen stuff here. And if you were looking for some spoons or spatulas, just to really bits and bobs that you would need for your kitchen. I found these pepper and salt shakers. I thought they were quite sweet. My husband wasn't so impressed, but they were so tiny. They were so cute. They were made from wood and brass. And anytime I see something that's made from wood and brass, I'm a real sucker for something like that. They're really, really cute, I thought. So those were a pair that I found. And then I did buy the salad bowl, which I will show you. Stay tuned to the end. It was just a basic salad bowl. Here we are. And as you can see, it's got this light color. So I came home and I gave it a good clean under the tap and let it dry. And then my husband and I used the nut oil that we used to fry the cashew nuts to add it into this bowl. Now, when I'm looking for wooden pieces, I'm looking for wooden pieces that have not got a varnish on it, or are sort of in the natural state, because that's the best way for me to really start oiling them. The oil is just going to suck into it, and it really turned out to be a beautiful color. As you can see there at the bottom, it is that lighter color what it started off with, and after using the nut oil, this is what we have ended up with. So I'm really thrilled. We've been using it for a number of things. You can use it to put glasses, you can use it as a tray, you can use it to serve bread, you can use it to serve snacks. I bought it for a salad bowl, so it has a number of options, really versatile piece, and I am loving the color once we have put the oil on it. So I'm going to end the vlog here. I hope this has been interesting. Don't forget to join me tomorrow, and I will see you then. And please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it. It helps my channel. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.